Sensei versus Kanbei. I am Master Kanbei and I'm not even playing Kanbei. I hope guys will enjoy. You will see a lot of things happening here. I think that matchup is interesting for the people wondering who is the best between Sensei and Kanbei. And spoiler alert, Sensei breaks the game. Kanbei is good, Kanbei is really strong, but it cannot keep up with Sensei. His steel power is just too good. Sensei steel power is all he needs. You don't even need his super. His super is just to be looking good, just to be beautiful, you know? Just to break the game even more. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's do this. As usual, the first few turns I will be really fast. So that game was intense because my opponent was a pretty good Kanbei. I must admit it. That guy did well considering I was Sensei. Now he went very fast through my tower and I was like, oh really? I was pissed off. I was like, that guy is so cocky. He really thinks he can do such thing. Really. So his first anti-air is out. Very good. I have nothing else to say. And now you will see me buying a lot of artillery. And you will understand why later on the game. Artillery are really good with Sensei. The main reason I have so many meat shield that it's very hard for the enemy to just shoot my artillery. I have just too many infantry on the field. And I know anti-air is my weakness. So if I have a lot of artillery, I will just blow up all the anti-air on my path. I also need my own anti-air because to compete with other battlecopters, especially Kanbeis, I don't want to use my battlecopters. I want to use my battlecopters on tanks, infantry, recon, any unit that worth something or that can change the game. I don't want to compete with Kanbei defense. Even if my battlecopters are better than Kanbei's, Kanbei is just amazing. I have nothing else to say. That recon was for vision. I have 2 recon for vision because I know vision is very important. So now as you can see it, since I have 2 airport, I created 2 battlecopters. When Sensei have 2 airport, he is really good. And a game I did once showed me that 1 airport Sensei is really nerfed. It's really good, don't get me wrong. Sensei is still really strong. But when Sensei has access to 2 airports, he is just crazy. Because even if the enemy mops the floor with your unit, you can just create 2 other battlecopters on your next turn. So I created a mech. I don't usually do that, but I want to compete with this recon, and I don't want to buy a anti-air or a tank to compete with that recon. So I'm like, oh, let's have a mech. Now another steel power all over the map. Now you can see it. My value is always higher than his. I have always a bigger field presence. Even if I have a wall of potters, I do so much. And as I was saying, that battlecopter is for tanks or other units that can bother me. I don't want to use my battlecopters to shoot other battlecopters. That's why I need anti-air. And the artillery are meant to shoot down ground units, like any other artillery. I have so many units, that battlecopter was his only way to get through my wall. That was very good. So now I blocked this tank because I don't want this tank to retreat and heal or mess me up more, so I just blocked the tank there. If I can lock Kanbei's unit that I don't want, then it's easy to overwhelm the guy. Kanbei units are so expensive, he will never have field presence. Now, of course, he got that let's break the game super, but yeah, it's not enough because Sensei breaks the game even more. Now I have 2 mechs, I hate mechs, but in my case, I am Sensei, so mechs can have their use. Mechs can take out tanks and anti-air. So with Sensei, they are really good. Usually, you barely see me using mechs. The only few COs I agree to use mechs with are Kanbei sometimes, but it's rare, Sensei, and Sami. If I don't play these 3, usually you barely see me using mechs. I don't like mechs, they are not that good. 2 movement space is really atrocious. Now you see I have a wall of mechs, they can compete with that tank, and he knows it. So if he makes the dent on me, he will be open for more shots. Now he created 2 other battlecopters. I think his main mistakes was the focus on battlecopters instead of anti-air. Because he had barely anti-airs. I was mopping the floor with his anti-airs. My artillery were doing their job, killing anti-airs. And at that point I realized I was overwhelming him on each run. So I decided to start capping his cities. That's the way you win with Sensei. You just flood the map with infantry, mechs, or whatever you want, and then you start capping the buildings of the enemy. Once you get a few buildings of your enemy, then you win. It's just the way Sensei works. It's just that broken. Of course, he tries his best, and Kanbei's best is really good. But that's not enough to overwhelm me. So now he took out that artillery. I was sad, I was pissed off. But I was like, oh, I will take out that tank. Now I flood the map again with infantries. Now I move all my units in the upper part because I know he got an anti-air there. I just won't send my battlecopters there because I know I cannot really compete with that anti-air. So I just send my battlecopters elsewhere. Now I'm up to 4 with many units. I cap his buildings. Now I trade 2 artillery because I feel like my artillery forces is getting weaker. I lost 1 there and I don't have as many artillery as before. So I was like, oh, it's the right time for artilleries. Now he activates gun mode for a turn. Now at that point I'm like, I need my seal power again. I need it because I know he will overwhelm me here. And if he starts capping my other cities, then maybe he has a chance on winning. So I did everything I could to unlock that power. Even if I knew some engagement were dumb, I needed that seal power. And when I realized I could not have the seal power, I decided to lock my own cities with infantry. This way he needs multiple units to take down my infantry. Even if he's Kanbei, he will need multiple units to take out my infantry. And now I have one of his buildings, which is really OP. And now I start capping his other buildings because I know I have the upper hand. At that point, he is on defensive mode. Yes, he got a medium tank, but my battlecopters, they all compete with that medium tank. My artillery as well, so that medium tank, it's good, but it's not enough. You cannot beat Sensei with medium tanks. You need diversity in your army and you need enough firepower. And sadly, Kanbei cannot provide such thing. Now at that point I'm like, oh, my power, I like that. So I popped it, and I mopped the floor with mini units, trying to cut his vision off. I took a shot to his anti-air. I don't know how I was able to see it. Maybe it's a glitch or something. Yeah, I had the recon there, so I was able to see it. Now I start capping his buildings, so he loses a lot of money each turn, but it's not enough because I will have even more infantry because of my power. And I think at that point he resigned. That's why I cannot move further. At that point my opponent resigned, and I totally understand he had no more field presence there. So I just need to wipe out this and that, and then I get back these two cities. I was about to get two troops, the city there, the city there. This one I added. This one, not sure, depending on my next move. Anyway, now you see, when you are sensei, it's really hard. When the opponent has enough cities, even 5 cities, that means 5 extra infantry. And that's OP as hell. If you get 10 cities, oh my. GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.